Hey guys, Tim and Becca here for your weekly nutrition video.
Today we're going to be talking with you about how to read and analyze a nutrition label, and we're going to go through a couple of nutrition labels just to show you things to look for. So when you are first looking at a food label, pretty much any packaged food is required to have this. Companies are required to provide you with a nutrition facts and what ingredients are in the food that you're eating. So this is usually labeled like somewhere on the package, usually on the back, and you're looking at the nutrition facts, and we're just going to walk you through like some of the things that are required for companies to show, and then how to like analyze the ingredients and what you should be looking for. So when you're first looking at the nutrition facts, you see the serving size, and this is really important because sometimes you'll see like companies will try to make you think that the whole bottle of juice, for example, is one serving, and really they might have like 2 or even 2.5 servings in that bottle. So you want to make sure that you're accounting for what you're actually eating. So like in a bag of pretzels, there might be 15 servings, and so when you look at the different calories, just make sure you're taking into account the serving size. That's kind of a key thing. The next thing we look at is the total calories, and that's listed as Tim is circling. And then the calories from fat is not required to list, I don't think. Yeah, it's not required to list, but some companies just choose to list it. So the next thing that's required are all of your macronutrients. So it's going to label total fat, and then from there separate that into what kind of fat it is. So here you see this example label has 2.5 grams of saturated fat and 1 gram of trans fat. They could also list other types of fat like mono and polyunsaturated fats. Next is cholesterol, and that's just a required nutrient on the nutrition fact label, as is sodium, as Tim is circling.
Barely.
Yeah. And then you'll see total carbohydrate, and then that will also be broken down into, they'll include fiber and they'll include sugar. So you can see how much of that carb is coming from those specific types of carb. You'll also see protein, and that's not ever broken down into anything further than just protein. The companies are also required to show 4 micronutrients, and those micronutrients that are required are vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron. Also, if a food has something fortified in it, like if it's fortified with vitamins or minerals, they're required to show the amounts of those as well. And then companies will also show daily values based on a 2,000 calorie diet. So how much of this individual food that you're eating, what are the percentages that contribute to your total 2,000 calorie diet, assuming that you're eating that specific amount of calories for the day. And then you'll see the ingredients label, which we'll walk through with you in the next picture.
Okay, so here we have an example of Sunny D. And if you look on the nutrition facts here, it tells you how many calories per serving. And so for this serving, it's the whole bottle, and that's 120 calories. Looking at the ingredients, the first ingredient listed is what constitutes the highest percentage of that food product or item. So in the case here of Sunny D, it's water, followed then by corn syrup. And then it says, and then 2% or less of each of the following. So then here we finally have our orange juice. So Sunny D, what this is telling us is Sunny D is not actual orange juice. It's water, it's sugar water with 2% less of the orange juice added. And then you can see here that ascorbic acid or vitamin C has been added in, which is not necessary because we can find that in oranges themselves. So moving down, you can see that they've added canola oil as well, which really is not necessary. I don't know why you would need that in your drink. And then a bunch of words that you can't pronounce, like acesulfame, potassium, neotame, those kind of things. And then finally, yellow 5 and yellow 6. These are food colorings that have been added in, artificial colorings, which again are not necessary. So obviously this is a poor choice for orange juice, and now we're going to show you a selection that has all natural ingredients.
Okay, so as a comparison to the Sunny D that we just went over with you guys, we wanted to show you a couple things. First of all, that you can pretty much find nutrition facts for all products online on some level. So here we were just looking for a different alternative that had more natural ingredients for orange juice. So we just did a simple Google search, and that will typically work. If you know the specific nutrition information that you're looking for a specific product, you can also just put that into Google, and it might take some digging, but you'll find it eventually. Some companies list it on their websites, others do not, but here we found it on the company website, so that's good. And we're gonna just go under the products tab, and there's some different options here that we can select, and we're just gonna select no pulp calcium plus vitamin D because it's fortified. And then we selected the 50 because that just indicates 50% less sugar and calories in this orange juice as compared with the regular form. So here is the tab for nutrition facts. We're going to click on that. And now we can look at the ingredients and the nutrition facts and kind of keeping in mind what we saw from Sunny D and comparing it.
Right, and you can see that in this one, again, the ingredient that makes up most of the juice is water, and then the orange juice follows. Malic acid and citric acid, those are just added in. They're natural, but they're added in for shelf life. And then REBA is actually just derived from the stevia plant, and it's used as a sweetener. And then they've also listed here the vitamins and minerals that have been added, so you can see the list there of them. And now because it says that calcium and vitamin D, that they've fortified this product with it, so they must show in the nutrition facts the fortification amount. And you can see there the calcium and vitamin D percentages, as Becca circles this here.
Oh, maybe not. Right there, vitamin D.
So that was just a quick overview on how to read some nutrition labels. So keep those in mind next time you guys go to the grocery store. You can look at the labels and see what the foods contain.
Stay tuned for our next videos. We'll be going on a grocery store tour. We'll kind of just walk you around the grocery store and show you how to shop for different things, and then making some recipes, and also, I don't know, some other exciting things, nutrition application related. So stay tuned.